No way those dicks can fit inside me. My pale Eastern European hot wife yelled at me as the viral indigenous men danced their way out of the final penis growth ceremony of that summer. It was our last day there, and my jaw dropped to the ground, witnessing the craziest, most unnatural man-made orgy of the Southern Hemisphere, and in all rights, of this whole magnificent earth. From 4 feet to 6 and 7 feet tall, skinny to muscular, 18 years old, 30-year-olds, even 50 and 70-year-old fellows, with nothing more but big steel pipe long junks. Dicks so smashing, it would make even the most feminist chick cry down to her knees and beg for mercy as she watched, powerlessly being devoured by them. It was liberating. And it was the key moment that opened the holy door towards the most insanely well-hidden 2,500 years old penis growth playbook of the Daguerre tribesmen with horse-like penises. A sexual healing ritual embedded to the roots of their sacred culture and passed from father to son and grandson, protected at the cost of their very lives. 13 ancient tablets, each with one secret element on it, meant to fully rebuild the male penis by 168% of its original size in the most alluring, tear-breaking way. Brother, don't you move for a second, because when time ticks 5 minutes from now, I'm going to spill everything I know about this secret and how you can use it to gain a massive 6 inches on your precious manhood and join the 160,000 men-only Hall of Fame who've done the same. This is a secret that's worth 1,000 porn movies, so listen carefully. What's shared in this report has already caused a massive retaliation from the top sexual enhancement players in the market. Crooked doctors from 15 different countries are now pushing a lie that's bigger than themselves, shamelessly claiming that a small manhood is just as normal as the day they were born. But since when has a world-class meal been cooked by following the same recipe everyone else is using? They want you on the same recipe. They want you sitting at the same table because they can control what they feed you. And right now, all they're feeding is pure crap. Pardon my French. Because, as you'll soon see, brother, this whole teeny tiny penis is not normal at all. No matter how many men have it, and no matter how many phony doctors swear by it. Welcome to 2023, my friend. In this day and age, if you want to improve your little brother's size, you can forget about spending your crypto fortune on pumps or hanging weights. No need to become a member of some distant tribe. You can ditch the idea of wasting money on sketchy, hurtful methods. And you absolutely won't have to endure the pain and fear of a life-threatening surgery. See, all these shameless con artists are not listening to me. Because in 2023, we now have more than half a dozen man-verified scientific models which prove that to have a longer, thicker penis, all you have to do is trigger a 60-second cell refresh process inside your body. First, I'll show you when and why this process has stopped working in your system, damaging your reproductive organs and shrinking your penis by the nanosecond. Then I'll give you the magnificent secret playbook of the Daguerre tribesmen that you can use at home to rebuild your penis by a minimum of 4, 5, 6, and even 7 inches in just weeks. And at the end of it, I'll give you all the public scientific evidence that has made even the most prestigious scientists in the world wondering in awe as they saw the incredible results. For all my brothers in arms out there, this solution is unlike any other. Not only will this help you get stronger, longer-lasting erections and firmer, more pronounced body muscles, but it's also backed by a team of leading medical experts and industry professionals. Prestigious medical journals such as MDPI now acknowledge it as a super sex enhancer that surges your testosterone levels and is so powerful that it unlocks the full potential of your reproductive system, unleashing a torrent of pleasure that you never thought possible. In clinical trials, it has been shown to significantly increase energy levels, turbo boost sexual confidence, heighten sensitivity, intensify arousal, reach breathtaking ejaculations, and even help you melt some of that annoying weight away. Bam, bam, and smash! Listen, sir, are you in your early 30s or late 20s and have been struggling to find a simpler way to make your penis longer, thicker, fuller, but haven't been able to? Until now. Does your lady complain about you only being able to keep your erection up for a short while? Trust me, I know how it feels to have your gut frozen every time you take your pants off and she sees your little guy. Or to be completely humiliated when some other guys accidentally see your penis and look at you with pity and disgust. But right now, for the first time in your life, all this can change. Because today, having a bigger penis is solely at your own discretion. Of course, I don't want you to simply trust me on this. Instead, I want you to hear from some of the 160,000 other men whose lives have been completely changed by this program. Carl, 39, who went from 3 inches to 9 inches. I was skeptical at first. I mean, who wouldn't be, right? But after just a few weeks of following this program, I couldn't believe what was happening. My penis started growing and it didn't stop. Now, 4 months later, it's almost 6 inches bigger, and I'm more confident than ever before. I'm not afraid to whip it out in front of anyone anymore, and the ladies can't seem to get enough of it. It's like I'm living a dream come true. Morgan, 46, who increased his penis by 83% in length and 85% in girth. Let me tell you something. I used to be the laughingstock of my locker room at the gym I go to. Guys would make fun of me for having a small penis, and it really got to me. But then I discovered this solution, and everything changed. Now I'm the only one making jokes, because everywhere I go, I've got the biggest penis in the room. And the best part, it's not just about size, it's about confidence. I feel like a new man, and I'm not afraid to show it. If you want to feel the same way, you need this, my friend. Or Charlie, 33, who got 6 more inches so far. Listen, I've tried every trick in the book to make my penis bigger. I've tried pills, pumps, and even some weird ancient rituals I found online, but nothing worked, until now. This solution is like nothing else out there. It's safe, it's effective, and it's guaranteed to give you the results you want. My penis has grown over 6 inches since I started using it, and it's only getting bigger. To be honest, stories like these don't even impress me anymore. Every day, our inbox is filled with dozens of success messages like the ones you heard, and they all confirm how incredible this method is. And I should know better, because not too long ago, I heard it straight from the horse's mouth. Hi there, I'm Dr. Stuart Franks. From the moment that I graduated with honors from the Columbia University Vagelos College of Physicians and Surgeons, I was hell-bent on achieving one goal. Armed with a specialization in urology and a subspecialty in andrology, I was determined to tackle the daunting challenge of small penis syndrome head-on. Throughout my extensive career, I've rubbed shoulders with esteemed doctors and experts, some who are on the same wavelength with me, while others remain stuck in the mud of traditional treatments. As a fellow of the American Urological Association and a member of the prestigious Society for Male Reproduction and Urology, I've dedicated my life to male sexual health. I've delved into every nook and cranny of the field, tackling stubborn cases of erectile dysfunction, infertility, prostate complications, and even penile injuries. I'm proud to have been part of an all-star team of researchers and medical professionals that cracked the code to tadalafil's key chemical components. With over 38 years of experience in the field, I've helped over 5,000 American men turn over a new leaf when it comes to their sexual health and confidence. But my burning ambition never wavered. I was hell-bent on proving to myself and the entire medical community that a small penis isn't a life sentence. Even though my senior colleagues would scoff and laugh me out of the room, I stood my ground. Almost 15 years ago, I struck out on my own and built a cutting-edge laboratory bringing together some of the brightest minds I've crossed paths with. From that moment on, we've been working tirelessly with one shared purpose: to research and develop a groundbreaking, effective solution that empowers men to increase their penis size as quickly as possible. Put simply, our aim is to uncover the game-changing chemical that will do for penis size what tadalafil does for potency. Now, before we move forward, there's a crucial piece of the puzzle I must clear up. In the US, the average penis measures around 5.6 inches. Given its frequency, most urologists will tell you it's par for the course and not worth losing sleep over. But that's a load of hogwash. Now, a medical researcher's life isn't easy. You get a lot of sleepless nights, an unhappy wife, and months of being absent from your home due to your work. I spent a lot of time abroad, working in high-tech labs in Austria or Switzerland, being part of international research teams performing clinical research on male enhancement and sexual-related male issues. I remember all those moments when I left my wife home alone, neglected. But the stakes were too high. You see, in my opinion, every disease, illness, or health problem already has a natural, organic solution left to be discovered in nature. We just have to find it. That's why twice a year I would take 1 month of vacation and visit every indigenous place I would find, looking for male enhancement natural solutions. From the deep dark Amazonian forest to the beautiful lands of Tibet and India or the forgotten Japanese villages. During my trips, I collected and analyzed hundreds of herbs, plants, and even natural oils from trees. Some of these are already well known in the male enhancement medical community, and while they may help regain sexual stamina, performance in bed, and some even help with getting hard erections, each one of them is completely useless when it comes to increasing the length and girth of the male penis. I'll have to admit, things didn't look so good. I remember that night when I came back to my wife. She had never seen me so upset in all my years. I felt stuck, as nothing seemed to work. But if there was something that I never lost in all my life, that was hope. Because my mentor used to say, real accomplishments in life always needs to begin with a little bit of faith. And everything truly happens for a reason, because the call I would receive the next day changed my life forever. It was from a colleague of mine, Aaron. "Mike, you have to see this," he said to me in a mysterious voice. Now I knew he was onto something, but never in my wildest dreams have I dreamed of what would happen next. Listen, one of my oldest friends called me to tell me about a remote African island where the elites go to increase their penises by 4 to 6 inches. He had found this in his recent travels. Apparently they use some sort of plant-based sorcery. Hang on, Aaron, I said to him calmly. We're scientists, and you know very well there's no such thing as sorcery. Aaron paused for a second. Then he started explaining how these tribesmen were literally defying science through their elongation ritual. But I needed more than that. I needed hard facts and evidence, not just fantasy stories about tribesmen that grow their penises by magic. So I got Aaron to tell me the location of this tribe. I decided to take my wife with me, since she's an anthropologist and could help me understand the tribe's customs. Now please be warned, what follows next is not for the weak of heart. After what I believe was the most time spent on an airplane plus 2 hours by boat, my wife and I finally found it. We ended up living with a remote indigenous African tribe for weeks, diving into their customs and trying to learn as much as possible about their traditions. During this time, I tried to get as close as possible to the tribe's elders. We eventually became good friends, and I was more than happy to share my medical knowledge with them, teaching them simple emergency procedures like how to safely stop an open wound from bleeding or perform CPR. It wasn't until our last day there that everything finally clicked. I must say, my years of experience in male enhancement research did not prepare me for what we witnessed. More than a dozen black guys stood before the tribe's elders, performing the sacred penis elongation ritual, known locally as the Dagamariga. A few fortunate tourists, who all appeared to be rather wealthy, sat quietly in the back, watching the entire process. And let me tell you, the sizes of the penises we saw were mind-blowing. 12, 13, and even 18 inches long. Muscular penises, undoubtedly the largest I've seen in my lengthy medical career. It was truly incredible. As I watched them finish the ritual and thanked the elders for the change that had just occurred, I noticed something else. Over 30 minutes had passed since the ritual began, and these men still maintained rock-hard erections, despite there being nothing arousing. What in the world makes these guys so incredibly potent and virile? I asked myself. In the middle of the jungle, with no medical help or drugs and even no women next to them, each one of these guys was still holding a rock-solid erection. Little did I know back then that the answer to this question was going to shock me. The truth is, science has already proven that African black men are more endowed than white guys. In fact, in a recent research paper published by Everyone Web, involving over 110 countries, stated that the biggest penises in the world are found in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Specifically, members of this tribe. They count for the top 3% of the world's biggest penises. But my main question was, why? I needed to find out if this was due to genetics or something else, something stranger. I sought to uncover the secret behind their elongation ritual and the astonishingly long penises these men possessed. The tribal elders appreciated the help I had given them, so in response, they slowly began to tell me the secret behind this well-kept secret ritual. They said that in their tribe, most men are born with penises of over 10 or 11 inches long, and that's due to their parents adding a few powerful plants to their daily meals. But if by misfortune someone is born with a penis that's less than 10 inches, a size that's considered something very normal in their tribe, they use their sacred penis elongation ritual on them and immediately add 5 to 7 inches more. What's more important is that these men are advised to consume these plants and herbs every day to prevent any male health or prostate-related issues. This recipe, as the elderly confessed, has been in their families for centuries and was passed from generation to generation. It's all due to the lands we live in and the plants we have here. The secret to our penis's size has been here for thousands of years, one of the tribe elderly said. But what is truly possible? I asked myself. Can an ancient ritual and some herbs and plants really grow your penis? Or was it all down to science, and in fact the size of these gentlemen's penises was due to their genetics? I knew if I wanted to find the answer, I needed to test this myself. And to be honest, I had a good reason to. You see, it's painful for me to admit this, but I had a small penis. I mean, I know it, and my wife knows it too. She just never said anything to me, even though we've been married for almost 25 years. Well, she never said it to me anyway. But a while ago, I heard her talking over the phone with one of her friends, saying she wished I had a longer penis. It felt like a cold steel blade passing through my gut. But she was right, and it was the reason why I decided to take her on this trip, not just because she could help me understand their culture. I hoped that even if I don't find the solution to penis growth in this tribe, maybe once she was satisfied by one of these African men, she'd love me more. I know how bad this sounds, but can you imagine wishing that your partner would enjoy another man's penis just so they don't leave you? It takes away your dignity, your masculinity. It makes you realize that you may never be able to satisfy them like they truly wish. Can you imagine how hard it is to live like that? And even when they don't say anything, deep down, you know they want it bigger. Just go online and try to do a quick search on "Does size really matter?" What you'll find will shock you. A 2013 study published in the National Academy of Sciences found that the male penis size influenced how women perceived attractiveness. In other words, the bigger, the better. Not to mention all the online articles and forum posts where men complain about being cheated on just because their spouse wanted a bigger penis. In fact, peer-reviewed publishings show that more than 50% of women cheat on their partner at some point because he's less well-endowed. I knew I had a choice to make. I would either face a life of betrayal and humiliation or buck up and fix this once and for all. But here's the thing. A recent study conducted by researchers from the University of New Mexico revealed that in order to be fully satisfied by a man, women prefer his penis size to be at least 8 inches long, with a larger circumference of slightly over 5 inches. I can do this, I said to myself. After all, it was the reason why I've spent so many years researching the male penis, and to finally be able to add a few inches to my size was practically a dream come true. Plus, it wasn't like the problem was going to fix itself. So I decided to give this sacred African penis elongation ritual a try. Even though I was skeptical right from the beginning, sure, I was intrigued, especially since I've seen other men performing it with staggering results. Not to mention that during my stay with the tribe, I was invited to many of their orgies, and those men could perform for hours without interruption. There had to be an explanation. Sure, as a scientist, I somehow thought it had to do with genetics. But as the tribe elders explained to me, every now and then a handful of very rich people, mainly Indian billionaires, came to the island and pay large amounts of money to use this ritual and enlarge their penises. And 9 out of 10 of them get staggering results. People that couldn't get an erection in decades, now getting steel-strong, long-lasting erections practically anytime they want. Honest men who've been humiliated enough in their lives who are looking to add inches to their penis, going from 3, 4 inches to 7, 8, and even 9 inches. And even in the most severe cases, after performing the ritual twice, they all had 100% success. All this with 0 side effects. Because as the tribal elders confessed, this compound is all organic and natural. Since they are on a remote island with basically no access to medical care, it was extremely important for them to stay healthy while doing the ritual. So a couple days later, under the careful supervision of the tribe's elders, I started the penis elongation ritual. All I had to do was drink this strange cocktail they prepared for me. From what I've been told, the compounds found in the cocktail were extracts from the plants found around the island. The tribe's elders gather some pretty special herbs only on nights with a full moon, crush them, and mix them with their own hush-hush combo of natural juices. Then they take the mix, put it in some large leaves, tie them up all snug, and hang them on a sacred tree for a day and a night. Once the sun comes up again, the cocktail is ready to be used. Now, of course, I started documenting everything. After I started to drink the cocktail, for the first few days I didn't feel like my penis was growing, except for the fact that something strange was happening inside me. Like I had more energy. I felt stronger and more powerful than usual. Then there was something else, which I noticed happening from the first day since I started the ritual. I would always wake up with morning wood. But then a few days later, something incredible happened. As I got my ruler to measure it, my heart skipped a bit. It had finally happened. My penis was 1.7 inches longer and its girth had significantly increased. I was so surprised by the increase that I actually measured it 7 or 8 times that day, and each time it was the same. My penis was growing. Now after this initial increase, the good news kept coming. My penis was checking in at 6.82 inches. Another morning, I woke up and as I stared at my ruler, my penis was at 7.3 inches. Soon after, I was measuring 7.8 inches. But then it got even bigger. I was at 8.4 inches. For the first time in my life, I felt like a real man. But the results didn't just stop here. Other parts of my body seemed to grow as well. I was more pumped, more muscular, although I didn't perform any exercises during that period. I would notice how I actually lost a lot of that belly fat I had gained over the years. My hair was fuller, shinier, and my energy levels were skyrocketing. And I can't even begin to tell you how happy I was to look down there and finally see my monstrous, almost illegal bulge. It was an extreme feeling of liberation. Then, one morning, as I woke up and measured my penis, to my absolute shock, I was already at 9.2 inches. At that point, I was actually concerned about my manhood getting too big. But then again, that incredible feeling I had every morning like I was a wild animal, the confidence, the power I felt as I looked down was too precious. So I decided that I want more. I mean, why would I settle for less when I could have more? So I talked to the elders and asked for their permission to continue the ritual and increase my penis even longer, at least 2 or 3 more inches. I wanted to impress my wife when we got back from the island. But despite all my requests, and even though I even offered to pay 1 year worth of my salary to the tribe, they did not agree to allow me to continue the ritual. I was extremely confident that this was the holy grail of penis enlargement and the thing I've been looking for all these years, my lifelong dream to end the suffering of millions of men out there. I just couldn't let it be. I managed to follow around the tribe's elders for the next couple of weeks and secretly write down every plant and herb they used in the ritual and the exact way in which they dried, boiled, and mixed each one of the ingredients. As soon as I finished my writings, I thanked them and headed back to the States to begin my work at the laboratory. The first thing I did was to test all the properties of each plant, herb, and oil used in the African penis elongation ritual. Now, my job as a scientist requires me to be extremely thorough. Before I jumped to any conclusions, I needed rock-solid scientific evidence that this works. Even though I've seen it with my own eyes, I wanted to make sure this was not just a placebo. So I teamed up with a colleague of mine, Dr. Clark, and we started a double-blind and placebo-controlled experiment to be 100% sure this ritual is guaranteed to increase any man's penis. The first thing we did was gather a group of 120 volunteers. We specifically asked them to be between 30 and 60 years old and wanted to include both small, 2 to 3 inch penises and long, monstrous ones. Some of them were extremely difficult cases, men who haven't had an erection for years, and those with the severe small penis syndrome. Senior Americans who never in a million years believed they could get back control over their manhood or enlarge their penises and keep their prostate healthy. But little did they know that their world was soon about to change. In fact, the entire scientific community was going to change after seeing the results of this experiment. But before I tell you what happened next, let me show you something extremely strange that I've discovered during our research. And trust me, you don't want to miss this. Because it was the exact moment that made me finally uncover the real reason behind the size of the male penis. You see, during our study, among other things, we asked our volunteers to do 2 things. First, they had to give us urine samples every morning for 2 weeks. Second, we asked them to let us take high-resolution photos of their penises and testicles using cutting-edge cameras. All of this under strict and absolute anonymity, of course. What we found was that all men, with no exception, that had penises under 4 inches long had 2 major things in common. First, their urine had the same smell in the morning. And second, they had little red and white dots, almost invisible on the penile tissue. Sure, this wasn't just a coincidence, but what was causing all this? Baffled by what we had just discovered, Dr. Clark and I began comparing the data we had from volunteers who had a small penis with those with medium to long penises. We worked day and night for over a month and analyzed all blood and urine samples, and what we found was undeniable. After decades of countless scientific studies, this was it. We finally knew exactly what controls the size and length of the male penis. You see, what Dr. Clark and I uncovered was the fact that all volunteers with small penises were affected by the medications they had taken in the past, all of which had left remnants in their bodies. And this was causing 2 side effects in their bodies. First, their urine slightly smelled like chemicals, similar to ammonia. Then, due to the long-term impact of the medications, the penile tissue would get tiny little red and white dots. This was incredibly hard for us to discover, and it was only possible due to a couple of things that we did that truly make this study unique of its kind. First, we used 4K high-resolution microscopic cameras from multiple angles to capture extremely accurate photos of these men's penises. Then Dr. Clark and I used our connections and requested access to a quantum supercomputer that, using extremely powerful algorithms, would search even the slightest things our volunteers with small penises had in common. Things that are impossible to be seen by the human eye, yet very easy for a high-tech computer. We entered data such as blood test parameters, age, and gene-related information on all volunteers to exclude any possibility of genetic inheritance and all the super high-resolution photos we took. And what we found was truly shocking. Let me explain. The medical field wasn't as developed as it is today. Prior to 1950, there were barely any treatments available, and usually it would have taken decades only to find something that could sanitize a wound. Even Viagra was supposed to be a high blood pressure treatment, but then men who tried it kept coming back for more because its side effect was stronger erections. Most of what we know and use today as treatments have been discovered right with the technological boom, which happened around the 60s. Pretty recent, isn't it? Now, my point is that once a new formulation or chemical had been found, the researchers at the time didn't have the right equipment to entirely test the effects on humans rather than the visible benefits. Besides that, the demand for new treatments was at its peak as many infections couldn't be treatable until that point. So once a new substance was observed to treat a specific symptom or condition, it was prescribed to those in need. The problem was not necessarily this, but the fact that children and toddlers were getting the exact same pills and substances as adults. There was no one to stop it. There was barely any regulation in place. A shocking report from the New York Times in 2021 unveiled that this approach was not always accurate and far from being safe. You might be asking yourself, why am I telling you all this? So let's bring chloramphenicol into discussion, which was an antibiotic that was widely used in the 1990s to treat bacterial infections in children. 10 years later, it was found to cause a rare but serious condition called gray baby syndrome, which can be fatal. Another example is phenobarbital, which was used as a sedative and anticonvulsant for children. Its use has been restricted in many countries. Then Pemaline, a medication used to treat hyperactivity in children, caused liver failure. Hang on, it gets worse, and in just a second I'll explain what this has to do with the length of your precious member. Propoxyphene, a painkiller prescribed for children, was later found to cause fatal heart rhythm abnormalities. Troglitazone, a type 2 diabetes drug prescribed to teenagers, caused severe kidney damage. Now, like these side effects, there were treatments and drugs that were later discovered to stop the development of the reproductive system. And the worst out of all, methamphetamine. Today, it is classified as a high-risk drug. But not long ago, it was one of the most prescribed medicines to children to treat their obesity and nasal congestion. And it has only been recently found to play a huge role in stopping the normal growth of the penile tissue. The question now stands, what other medications did have similar effects? Ritalin is one other example of those, which was linked to smaller penis size in a groundbreaking study by Harvard Medical School. Amphetamines, which were used to treat throat infections, have been found to cause disruption in the growth and development of the reproductive tissues. Spironolactone, this medication was used for conditions such as heart failure and high blood pressure, but it was found to have anti-androgen effects that could impact penis size. Ketoconazole is an antifungal medication, and it also has anti-androgenic effects, which affects testosterone levels and subsequently influences penis size. There are so many more antibiotics, syrups, and a lot of them were so popular only a few decades ago, and now are erased from the medical common consciousness. Not many people are aware of this, but the remnants of those medications in the body can have a long-lasting impact on the size and length of the male penis. Although most medications are metabolized and eliminated from the body, they can linger for extended periods, and their blueprints get stored in fat tissue or other body parts such as liver, kidneys, bones, and even hair. That's basically the definition of long-term side effects. No wonder why these African tribesmen have such damn big junks. They have never had the medicine as we know it, no technology. They have been living inside their own bubble, separated from modern science. Unfortunately, if you happen to be born anywhere between the 1950s and early 2000s, if you were given a treatment for a random flu or a banal coughing when you were just a child or toddler, it's likely that you got the worst side effect of all, the underdeveloped penis. In the small penis case, it was so subtle, if it weren't for the super high-resolution cameras to take these incredible photos of the male penises, we may have never noticed it, and the small penis syndrome would have still been a mystery for science. It was the pink tone of the penile tissue that was so common among all the men with small penises that literally shocked us as the computer was printing the results. So, to get back to the matter at hand, if your body is unable to eliminate the blueprint on its own, your manhood will stay small, no matter what you do. So the real reason why your penis hasn't reached its natural size is not genetics or God's gift, as you were led to believe. But instead, it's all due to something much more simple that can be easily fixed. And that's the side effects of childhood medication that were later proven to have played a major role in reproductive development. Now, the good news is that there are certain natural compounds that can eliminate that blueprint for good and stop the long-term side effects that will give your penis green light to grow. With every erection, your penis will get bigger, larger, and stronger. The bad news is that you'd have to go to Africa to be able to get them. But don't worry, in just a minute, I'll show you how you can get past this inconvenience. Now, if you still wonder if you are experiencing the medication's long-term side effects, here's a simple trick you can do to verify this. Just go to the bathroom and look over two things. First, does your urine smell like medicine? And second, does your penis have this pattern or similar? If your answer is yes to at least one of the questions above, I'm sorry to say, but the blueprint can still be found inside your organs. Now, according to a 2000 CDC, 3 in 10 children got treated with meds that were later found to have awful side effects, with more than 50% of American people reported to have been administered at least one in their lifetime. Well, that shouldn't be a surprise at all. Because according to a recent study by the researchers of the University of British Columbia, Canada, 1 in 3 men have this medication blueprint that affects their reproductive system and at least one more organ. The end side effect? An unusually shorter penis, weak to almost no erections, low sex drive. What's worse, shortening your sex lifespan more than 19 years. That's why no matter what you do, if your system is clogged and can't assimilate all these essential nutrients, it will be impossible to get a bigger penis. It's like trying to eat cooked spaghetti through a straw. Or better yet, it's like trying to pour water into a closed bottle. So what do? You open the bottle first, right? Now, before I tell you how simple it actually is to unlock the key to super growth of your penis and fix all these years of damage to it, let me do a quick recap. Because of the blueprint stored inside your body parts, like bones, kidneys, liver, or hair, your penis, as a long-term side effect, hasn't fully developed to its potential. That's why your penile tissue, along with your penis and in some cases your scrotum and testicles, are abnormally small. For some men, their penises remain smaller while their testes get unusually large. Or for other men, both the testes and penis are small. Since the blueprint controlling this is in your organs, your body is trying to compensate, sending scarce resources wherever it sees fit and wherever is possible due to this blockage. But most importantly, that's why every organ of your reproductive system, your penis, your scrotum, testicles, prostate, all of them have been slowly deteriorating all this time. Ever since you were a little child, without you even knowing it, your reproductive system wasn't able to develop as it should. The end result? A tiny, unnatural penis, incapable to get to its correct length and girth. And unfortunately, what's even more scary, a 78% increased chance of developing deadly reproductive system problems. Now, getting back to the Super African elongation technique, Dr. Clark and I performed tests on over 120 brave volunteers between 30 and 65 years old. Our compound had all the natural super compounds, including the sacred herb from the Dagara tribe, which basically cleared the blueprint and ensured the side effects vanished for immediate penis growth. Now, I expected to see some results, but I sure as hell didn't expect to see them coming in that fast. It didn't take long before our phones were ringing like crazy, with all these men calling to tell us how their penises got 3, 4, and even 5 inches longer. I almost thought they were joking. But then the pictures arrived at our mail servers. Take a look at this. Even the most skeptical ones, to their utter shock, got an increase. But that's not even close to the good things that happened. 100% of the participants reported an increase of over 3 inches in just a few weeks from using the program. All of them reported being able to sustain long, strong erections for more than 30 minutes. They got firmer, more pronounced body muscles. They lost pounds of nasty belly fat without spending endless hours at the gym. Their sex drive, energy levels, and sexual confidence literally skyrocketed. And their stamina increased significantly. But most important, they all managed to generate an explosive growth of their penis while shielding it against future damage and disease. It was absolute madness. I knew right away I had 2 options. Either go right to Big Pharma and hand them over my research and amazing discovery, and hope they'll take it further and share it with millions of men. If I had gone this path, I knew exactly what would happen. Worst case scenario, they would bury it inside a forgotten lab to make sure no one would ever benefit from its amazing results. Or best case scenario, they would push it to countless trials and clinical tests that would take at least 5 to 10 years. Then once it's done, replace all the natural ingredients with chemical-filled compounds, full of side effects, and with the final product that would cost an arm and a leg and be at least 10 to 15 times less effective than the original formula. Classic Big Pharma. Or I could choose door number 2 and do what's right for millions of men out there who've suffered long enough. And as you can imagine, I wasn't going to sell my soul to these greedy jackals. So I decided to take everything I've discovered, all my 25 years of research and hard work, the amazing African penis growth breakthrough, the powerful natural compounds found inside this formula, everything that's been proven to be 100% effective for over 160 initial brave volunteers that have expanded the erectile tissue of their penis and experienced an explosive growth of their member, both in length and girth, and put everything into a simple method that any man could follow. In order to safely and effectively add between 3 and 5 inches more on their penis in just a few weeks, enjoy steel-hard erections for as long as they live, and turbo boost their sexual confidence. So Dr. Clark and I started looking for companies that would help us bring the plants in bulk into the States and manufacture them into easy-to-use droppers. The tribal elders had warned me that in order for the mixture to work, the ingredients had to be combined in the right order and exact quantities. So all we had to do was to find a small, discreet company that would help us put this formula into an easy-to-use dropper. We specifically looked for a company that was both FDA approved and GMP, Good Manufacturing Practices certified. Now, this was extremely difficult. It took us weeks until we found someone reliable. You'd be shocked by how ignorant most of these companies are when it comes to maintaining the quality and purity of their materials. I wanted to scream it out loud as I held in my hands the protocol that would finally give men all over the world an explosive growth of their penis. We called it Jungle Beast Pro. With its powerful mixture of 14 carefully selected ingredients, this 2,000-year-old African penis elongation ritual is the only one of its kind in the whole world. It's a revolutionary formula developed by top scientists and medical experts, including Dr. Clark, a renowned researcher in the field of urology. It's guaranteed to increase your penis by 3, 4, and even 5 inches in just a matter of weeks, and has already changed the lives of over 160,000 men. Each ingredient was carefully selected for its penis enhancement properties. And when combined together in the right quantities, all of the 14 superfoods have the ability to generate an explosive growth of your penis. Instead of going the usual way, turning it into pills, we wanted to keep it as true as possible to the original ritual, turning it into a dropper. This is because the crucial active components become fully potent when they are absorbed sublingually, which means under the tongue. This way, they can start working more quickly and effectively, as sublingual absorption skips the digestive system and lets the active ingredients enter the bloodstream directly. Every drop inside Jungle Beast Pro is made here in the US, in our FDA-approved and GMP-certified facility, under extremely sterile, strict, and precise conditions. Our team of expert scientists, medical professionals, and nutritionists work tirelessly to ensure the highest quality and effectiveness of our product. The dropper is non-GMO safe. It does not contain any stimulants or toxins, and they are not habit or tolerance forming. Moreover, Jungle Beast Pro is 100% vegan, cruelty-free, and sustainably sourced, ensuring that our product is not only effective, but also environmentally and ethically responsible. And the way this program works is groundbreaking. Over a dozen independent labs across 2 continents have tested this program on 2,340 men from 6 countries to make sure all ingredients can sustain high quality and purity. Lab tests have shown us that in order for this program to be efficient, all the ingredients have to be mixed only in these exact quantities and in this exact formula. And what we achieved is what most experts call a medical breakthrough. The first ingredient is beetroot, also known as blood turnip. Over the time, it has been cultivated and domesticated by the ancient Greeks and Romans, and later the Nordics into the bigger and potent herb we know today. Now, the liver and kidneys are the largest internal organs in the human body and are essential for our survival. Without them, body tissues, including the penile tissue, would suffer from a lack of nutrients and oxygen, and digestion would be unable to occur. One of their most critical roles involves the elimination of toxins from our system. The exact same toxins that get stored from early medicine intake. These organs have not been taught, nor meant to flush such high-powered nocive substances, especially in early stages of life, so it's only crucial and logical to lend it a hand in doing their purpose. Beetroots are packed with various nutrients that contribute to liver cleansing and detoxification. These nutrients consist of the antioxidant betaine, which assists liver cells in expelling toxins, pectin, a fiber that clears away toxins that have been removed from the liver to prevent their reabsorption into the body, and betalains, pigments processing strong anti-inflammatory properties that promote the detoxification process through kidneys, along with the next ingredient, L-citrulline DL-malate, which is a strong, rare amino acid. This entire detoxification process is 3 times more effective. And that's thanks to L-citrulline's property to produce nitric oxide, which is a vasodilator that helps to increase blood flow and oxygen delivery to muscles and other body tissues. This improved blood flow results in liver and kidney strengthened function by enhancing the filtration and elimination of toxins. Now pay attention, because from this point on, incredible things start to happen. Once the blueprinted toxins are out from crucial organs, the penile regrow can happen again. Remember that your penile growth stopped when you were just a kid. It might have been a while since then, so this process needs to work at its peak, similar to the one at puberty, in order to develop. Here's when D-aspartic acid comes into play. This natural amino acid not only supports beetroot and L-citrulline in the detoxification process, but sets the ground for the massive growth. It is capable of reigniting the release of male hormones and spreading to the deepest parts of the body, including luteinizing hormone, which is vital for a healthy reproductive system. Then we have Panax ginseng, which has been used for centuries in traditional medicine to treat sexual health problems. Studies have shown that ginsenosides, the active compounds in ginseng, have various biological effects, including anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and immunomodulatory properties. These effects support cell health and function, which ensures cell multiplication, and the penile tissue can finally grow. Then the only thing left is the material to build a bigger and fuller penis, and that's the unique and potent testosterone. Epimedium sagittatum is known for being an aphrodisiac and praised as a hormonal booster. This natural sex enhancer generates a surge in your testosterone levels and is so powerful that it also repairs the damage the medicine blueprint has done to your reproductive system. Studies have shown that Epimedium restores low levels of both testosterone and thyroid hormones, which account for improving sexual libido as well as increased muscle mass. This plant also contains Icariin, which is a prenulated flavonoid compound. Icariin restores nitric oxide signaling and increases its production if its levels are unusually low, and acts as a neuroprotectant, exhibiting antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties in response to EDCs and stress. It improves nerve function, libido, promotes better erections, and controlled ejaculations. There's more to it. Thanks to the powerful blend, every part of your body will start to transform and rejuvenate. Horny goatweed, one of the star ingredients of Jungle Beast Pro, not only supports penis regrowth, but also helps eliminate bad cholesterol from the bloodstream, improving sleep, digestion, and weight loss. Panax ginseng also aids in treating type 2 diabetes, regulating cholesterol levels, and maintaining blood sugar. While both D-aspartic acid and L-citrulline enhance athletic performance, support cardiovascular health, and improve energy levels. The unique combination of these herbs and compounds helps reduce stress and anxiety, making you feel stronger, happier, and healthier while boosting mental focus, memory, and brain power. Ultimately, the primary objective of Jungle Beast Pro is to help you achieve significant growth for your penis, while reversing the potential side effects of medications that may have impacted your size. Every morning, you'll wake up stunned by the growth you're seeing. And the confidence this gives you, and the powerful feeling of greatness you project will make you a king among men and women. Now, you probably have two questions by now. First, how do I get my hands on this? And second, how should I take Jungle Beast Pro? You see, it's hard for me to answer the first question. When we created Jungle Beast Pro, we knew that in order for this formula to work, we had to source only the highest quality ingredients. This makes our ability to keep high stocks on hand almost impossible. And then there's all the men who've used Jungle Beast Pro and experienced massive success with increasing their manhood. They're all coming back for more, for themselves and for their best friends. They want to make sure we don't run out of Jungle Beast Pro and they're left out. This makes our stock run out in days every time a new shipment arrives. Plus, we're only able to produce Jungle Beast Pro in small quantities since finding high-purity ingredients is extremely hard. This is the only way to make sure we keep the formula 100% effective. Now, since you're here, your package is reserved. But if you leave this page, we cannot guarantee supply when you come back. Then, regarding how you should use Jungle Beast Pro, the answer is simple. Apply 1 dose of 2 milliliters and hold it under your tongue for a couple of minutes to experience noticeable results. You can use it in the morning or after your brushing routine. This way, the active ingredients can get to work as soon as they enter the bloodstream, bypassing the digestive system and going straight to the liver. The longer you let the dropper formula stay under your tongue before swallowing, the more effective it will be. You can also swallow the remaining liquid after the absorption, which still guarantees optimal effects. Don't worry. Even though it's sugar-free, it still has a pleasant strawberry scent. We were very proud of our work, but the most challenging part was just beginning. All the ingredients have been clinically tested and scientifically proven to increase the erectile tissue of your penis and make your manhood healthy again with the very first dose you take. Of course, the primary objective of this formula is to eliminate the long-term side effects of the early medication so that your manhood can get stronger, harder, and longer. Now, based on the damage on your penis level, your blood oxygenation, and testosterone levels, it's not going to be easy. Your penis is practically guaranteed to grow at least 3 inches. But how will that help you if your erections don't last for more than 5 minutes? And your penis is in constant danger of infections and other deadly diseases because of low testosterone levels and high amounts of toxins found in your blood. Sure, you will see the external improvements fast, but the internal ones, well, they may take longer to heal. That's why, after analyzing the results of over 160,000 men who've successfully used this program, we recommend taking at least 2 bottles of Jungle Beast Pro over a period of 60 days. And if you want to be completely safe and don't take any chances, we recommend you take at least 4 bottles or more over a period of 120 days. This way, you'll be absolutely sure your penis achieves its full length and girth and stays healthy and strong for the rest of your life. Tens of thousands of men have used Jungle Beast Pro with mind-blowing results. The average increase in length and girth for each one of them is absolutely staggering. They also experience bigger, longer, lasting erections for maximum pleasure and intensified orgasms. Their sex drive and energy levels are skyrocketing, and their confidence levels are holding high and strong due to their new increased penis size. Now, I hope you understand why I initially wanted to sell this program for $297. But while I could have easily done that and have men lining up, the truth is, I'm not here to make myself money. I'm almost retired. I made my money already. I'm here to make an impact and help as many men as possible get rid of the burden that's been following them for their entire lives, the one of not being big enough. Because with this program, you can finally regrow your manhood to its full size, just like God and nature intended from the moment you were born. That's why I'm not going to ask you for $297. For the program that has helped over 98,000 men just like you, while this website is still up, you can get the clinically proven formula that increases your penis by 3, 4, and even 5 inches in just a few weeks from now for only $89 a bottle. Now, I know how important it is to achieve real growth of your penis and also keep it healthy and strong even in your late 90s. That's why after talking to our manufacturing partner, we decided to give a huge discount on the 6-bottle package of Jungle Beast Pro. You can get them for only $49 per bottle and also get free shipping from us for as long as the current supply lasts. Once we run out of stock, the discount is gone forever. So select the 6-bottle package or any other package you want and join the 160,000 happy men who now enjoy the incredible benefits of having a bigger, stronger, thicker penis. Eventually, Big Pharma will see this. And when this happens, the secret will be fully blown and we'll be forced to take this website down. I simply don't have the resources to go head-to-head against the multi-billion-dollar giants and their high-dollar legal teams. So go ahead and select your package now. Why miss this incredible opportunity when it's one step away? Make this just a small yet extremely profitable investment that will pay dividends for the rest of your life. Yes, 2 bottles of Jungle Beast Pro will both increase your penis size, boost your testosterone levels, increase sperm production, strengthen your muscles, also repair the life-threatening blockage on your penis level, and give you full power to maintain rock-hard erections for as long as you want. But there is a reason why 98% of our users choose the 6 bottles package. Once you go with the 6 bottles package, in just 6 months from now, you'll be able to add 3, 4, and even 5 inches more on your penis size. You'll shield yourself against the toxic chemicals attacking your penis, giving you better defined muscles, skyrocketing energy levels, and even boost your memory and focus. Many years will pass from now, and you'll remain the same incredibly well-hung stud with a steel-strong and pole-long glorious penis, ready to rock any girl's world as soon as you enter her bedroom. And of course, we want to help you as much as we can. That's why we're offering a big discount on the 3 and 6 bottle packages when you place your order today. Plus, when you decide to take the plunge with the 6-bottle supply of Jungle Beast Pro, I'm also tossing in 2 helpful ebooks worth $200. You'll be able to access and download them for free right after you complete the order. The first ebook, Pathway to Prostate Vitality, Unveiling Strategies for Lifelong Health, offers a wealth of knowledge on maintaining prostate health. It's packed with guidance on the right foods, habits, and preventative steps for a healthy prostate. Used alongside Jungle Beast Pro, this guide will support your sexual health journey and help you maintain peak performance. The second ebook, Complete Satisfaction, 20 Hidden Secrets to Rock Her World in Bed, focuses on enhancing your performance in the bedroom. It's filled with expert advice and powerful techniques that can improve pleasure for both you and your partner. When paired with Jungle Beast Pro, you can expect a significant boost in your confidence and overall sexual experience. Together, these ebooks form a complete package. They pair perfectly with Jungle Beast Pro to help you not only improve your sexual health, but also amplify your performance. This entire package is my solemn promise that you'll become a god in the bedroom and a strong, confident gentleman in your everyday life. It's up to you now. If you are tired of all those so-called solutions and are looking for something more than a temporary fix, then this is it. This is the all-in-one, ultimate male enhancement formula that is guaranteed to change your life immediately. If this sounds good to you, then look below now. Once you make your choice, you'll be taken to our secure checkout page. It takes less than a minute to enter your payment information, and once your order is confirmed, we'll discreetly ship Jungle Beast Pro straight to your doorstep. Select below now while stocks last. Now, Jungle Beast Pro is guaranteed to get you that Hulk-like glorious penis you always deserved. And that may seem a little shocking to you, I understand. After all, the male enhancement industry giants have been preying on you from the moment you first set foot on their website. So let me change that now. We stand behind the power of this program. That's why with every bottle of Jungle Beast Pro, you get a 60-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. It works like this. You select one of the packages below and hit the buy button. You give this program a try and experience the results as tens of thousands of men did before you. You watch as your sex partner's eyes light up at the glory of your manhood. You see how good it feels to always be the biggest in the room, no matter where you go. You laugh at your friends' envious looks as all women gossip about the monster that's hidden down there. And if for any reason whatsoever you are not satisfied with the results, even if you wanted 4 inches and got 3.9 inches instead, send me or Dr. Clark an email and we'll refund every penny you invested into this program. No hassle, no questions asked, no red tape. But you need to hurry. I made a lot of enemies by posting this program online. Vicious male enhancement gurus who woke up this morning and noticed their bank account balance was slimmer than yesterday. Snake oil drug manufacturers who don't know what to do with their remaining inventory of cheap knockoff products. Even angry porn stars who may soon be left out of jobs, as this program already created some monster penises out there. Each one of them wants this site off the internet. So the next time my phone rings and I'm forced to take this program down, you'll be on your own. But why would you give up on your only real chance you have to grow your penis by 3, 4, and even 5 inches in just a few weeks? Just like over 160,000 men who have done it before you. Why shouldn't you be among them when you have so little time to spend and so much to gain? The way I see it, 2 paths lie in front of you. It's the decision you'll have to live with for the rest of your life. You can leave this page and act like nothing happened. You can ignore this incredible program, all the groundbreaking research that proves it's guaranteed to work for any man, and go back to your regular life. But in a year from now, ask yourself, what's going to change? Will you stop worrying every time she asks you to take your pants off? Will you finally find the answer to the question that has been plaguing your life, the one, if you're big enough? Will you continue to waste thousands of dollars on penis pumps, creams, and stretching techniques that even if they have some insignificant results for a while, they will always fail you? Sure, you could choose this way of life, or you could choose the second path that stands in front of you. And to be honest, it's the only one that makes sense. You can give yourself a chance to change something today on this page and hit the buy button below and enjoy the life you always deserved from the moment you were born. A life where you feel comfortable in your own skin, where you walk into a room and instantly know that you'll be the biggest guy there, where you confidently slide down your pants every time she asks you to because you know what's hanging down there is enough to make her say that she never met a man like you in her entire life. You'll be an old man who can barely remember his grandchildren's names, but your penis will hang in there, big and strong, like a stallion ready to rock any young woman's world. Click on the buy button below now and give this program a test try. Still here? No worries, I understand, especially given the amazing secrets that I've revealed in this presentation. So here's what I'm going to do. Let me answer some of the most important questions we receive about Jungle Beast Pro, so you can go ahead and hit the buy button below with full confidence. Is it truly possible for me to grow my penis? The short answer is yes. You see, the reason why Jungle Beast Pro is so effective is because of the way it works. Other male enhancement programs send blood to your penis, which may make it look larger and stronger, but they don't actually make it bigger. Jungle Beast Pro, on the other hand, goes directly to the root cause of your problem in a unique and proprietary way. Can I take Jungle Beast Pro if I have allergies or I am currently taking other supplements? We created Jungle Beast Pro for all ages and medical conditions. The only side effect you'll see while using it will be the stunned look on every woman's face when she sees the monster that's hiding down there. Jungle Beast Pro does not require any restrictive diets or weird exercises, does not interfere with other supplements you may take, and it makes your penis grow bigger in an extremely safe and natural way. You should also know that Jungle Beast Pro is produced using high-quality ingredients in an FDA-approved facility using the latest technology and equipment. This is why we can confidently say that Jungle Beast Pro is safe to use. Now, as always, if you suffer from allergies or other certain medical conditions at this very moment, we strongly advise that you consult with your doctor first. Who is this program for? Jungle Beast Pro was designed to work for people who suffer from the small penis syndrome, have trouble holding an erection, or have low testosterone levels. And for men who just want to grow their penis bigger. It has 0 side effects, and it doesn't interfere with any medication or diet. This program is also diabetic friendly. Also, we've received many thank you letters from men saying they've managed to regrow their hair and got firmer muscles using this formula. How long does it take to see the results? The moment you begin taking Jungle Beast Pro is when the growing process begins. And once your body assimilates all the nutrients it needs, you'll start seeing results in no time. What if it doesn't work for me? Can you tell me about that guarantee again? The more results we see, the more confident we are that Jungle Beast Pro will work for you. Of course, no two bodies ever work in exactly the same way. A small number of people might find it doesn't work for them as they expected, and that's why every bottle of Jungle Beast Pro comes with a risk-free 60-day money-back guarantee. If you decide Jungle Beast Pro is not for you, you can return what you haven't used in full for an immediate, no-questions-asked refund. How long will this still be available? I'm really not sure. History has shown us that the male enhancement industry moguls are not going to sit aside and watch as their margins turn to dust. This natural African formula is already causing them major losses. That's why they'll be spending as much money as they need in legal fees to shut down this site. So this may be your last chance to get Jungle Beast Pro. The choice is up to you, of course, but I wouldn't wait until it's already too late and this website is removed from the internet. Also, you should know that the only place you can get Jungle Beast Pro is right here on this page. What if my penis gets too big? We do get this question more often than you might think. First of all, we advise you to consult with your doctor if you see that your penis gets too big while taking Jungle Beast Pro. Second, we suggest you take Jungle Beast Pro every other day instead of daily. Also, we always recommend that you maintain a healthy lifestyle while taking Jungle Beast Pro to enjoy its long-term benefits. How do I get Jungle Beast Pro? It's very easy. Select one of the packages below and hit the Buy Now button. Try the program for 2 full months, and if you're unhappy with the results, send me an email and I'll make sure you get your investment back. So go ahead and click the button below. I hope I answered all your remaining questions, and by now, you can safely and confidently order your own supply of Jungle Beast Pro today. Also, I feel like it's my duty to confess that in order to achieve the best results, my personal recommendation for you is to choose either the 6 or at least 3 bottle package. Also, don't forget, you'll also get 2 free ebooks if you go with the 6 bottle package. So go ahead and secure your package now, fill in the shipping details on the other side, and start enjoying a bigger, thicker, fuller penis, like it was always meant to be. I can't wait to hear about your incredible results.